We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. To throw is Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Fighting through pressure. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Rivers showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there. The
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Darnold.
And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Noah Igbinoghene that time up to make the play defensively.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. C.J. Board, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Sanders' kick is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not. Payoff. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 25. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Gaskin. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's complete. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That's a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, check.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Darnold.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold.
He'll get this complete to Board.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Darnold to throw again.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Matthews. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. They fights him off. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Terrace Marshall, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Darnold from the gun. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Darnold. Looking deep for Jennings. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Found his target. It's Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He was looking for C.J. Board there. That'll bring up second down. To the air again, Darnold. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Switch it. Come here, switch it out. I got it. Young lady. 55.
They go with McCaffrey. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're